Welcome back to Just an Everyday Fan. So today I want to talk about something that's been going around on social media and YouTube. There are certain people out there that are trying to say that Caitlin Clark has filed or is going to file a civil rights lawsuit against the WNBA. But and they've kind of put Sophie Cunningham into this camp as well. So let's talk about something here. Let's be realistic. I think this is kind of clickbaity. In my opinion, first of all, Caitlin Clark is not going to file a civil rights violation lawsuit against anyone. Not the WNBA, not the Indiana Fever. It would be in her best interest not to do that unless she wanted to end her career, because that would be a career-ending move. If she does something like that, there is not going to be a team in the whole entire league that will touch her. So her career will be gone. And she's just getting started. Now, has she been fouled twice as much as everyone else? Yeah, she has. Has she been targeted? She has. But that's no different than any other sport. You take out the one at the top. You take out the danger, right? So she's being targeted, as are some other players. Now, do I believe that there might be a lawsuit that can be filed, and it could be a class action lawsuit against Indiana Fever and how they marketed, how they had deceptive marketing practices, dangling Caitlin Clark's return and day-to-day when they knew she wasn't going to be back, just for ticket sales, jersey sales, so they benefited. Absolutely. But I don't know who's going to bring that lawsuit. I'm sure there's someone out there that can bring the lawsuit, and I'm sure Caitlin Clark fans that are disappointed that she hasn't played will add their name to that lawsuit because they traveled and spent their hard-earned money thinking Caitlin Clark was going to play. But as far as Caitlin goes, Caitlin would not dare come forward with a civil rights lawsuit. I'm not sure who started this. I'm not sure who initiated the rumor. The petition going around, I guess there's a petition going around for the FTC and the DOJ to investigate the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark's civil rights violation, that's not even a thing. Like deceptive marketing practices, yes, that's a thing, because you could make a case that they benefited from those deceptive marketing practices, dangling Caitlin Clark, their star player. So the Indiana Fever could have something to worry about. The WNBA, no. If Caitlin wants to ruin her career, yes, she can file a lawsuit, but it would be the end of her career. And the one thing we know about Caitlin is she wants to play ball, and she wants to get back out. Do I know what's going on with her now with this mysterious bruise on her bone? No, I don't think anyone knows. I don't think they're being honest and truthful. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, when she'll be back, if she'll be back, and I don't think anybody else knows either. We do know that today Sophie Cunningham is having her MCL surgery. So Sophie, I'm sure you've probably already gone through that surgery, and I'm sure you are in the recovery room waking up. I hope all went well and I know your fans are anxious to see you next season. So, couple of things to talk about. So we had some movement in the overall standings. Las Vegas has turned it on. New York has fallen. So it's Minnesota in first, Atlanta in second, Las Vegas in third, New York in fourth, Phoenix in fifth, Indiana in sixth, Golden State seventh, and Seattle eighth, with the LA Sparks knocking on their door. So tonight, we know that the Fever are taking on the Minnesota Lynx. So check your local listings on that. Dallas is taking on Seattle. Now, Dallas and Connecticut are out of the running for the playoffs. That has to be disappointing for Paige Beckers because she's not accustomed to losing. She came from the winning team in the NCAA. So Golden State is also taking on the Phoenix Mercury. I think we know how that one's going to go. So Saturday, we have New York taking on Atlanta again. That could be another loss for New York. Las Vegas taking on Washington. Connecticut taking on Chicago. And then the Fever are playing again on Sunday against Minnesota. And the Washington take on Seattle. That will be a good game, and it could be a decisive game. So we have a lot of games this weekend. So we should have possibly some different standings come Sunday night, Monday morning in the lineup. New York has fallen to 4. So that is surprising. That's very surprising. Not sure what's going on there. Especially with them bringing on Miesemann. So if any of y'all have heard, I'm not sure when Stewie will return or if she will return this year. Put it down in the comments below. Let me know. As always, thank y'all for watching. And if you like, please hit subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.